Okay, welcome to the Moving Pictures magazine interviews at Cannes. We're here with Chloe Sevigny, star of Lying. How enjoyable was making this film, given its subject matter?
I had such a ball making this film. First of all, we were in upstate New York in Indian summer, and it was just beautiful weather and a beautiful landscape in a great area of America that I really love, and working with these four other actresses who I admired, and M, who I've known for years. It was just kind of like, we were just like playing. It was like after school almost, like, playing games together. It wasn't like all the horrible pressures and making a big film. And the crew was like, I think about 10 people. It was the smallest crew I've ever worked with. And, everybody was just really passionate about the work. And we just, had fun making it.
How long was the shooting schedule?
I think the shoot was 15 days. It was pretty quick. Yeah.
So you say you've known M for a while already. So how did he approach you with this script? Did you it must be your first time working with him, though?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd seen a short film that he'd made when he was in college that was really beautiful and touching. It was only 10 minutes long, but I just knew that he had an eye, just the way he moved the camera and the art direction and everything. And I read a feature that he'd written a couple years ago. It was very difficult to get through. It was very long. I was like, why don't you write something else? I don't know how many people are going to be able to get through this. And I read a lot of scripts. And he's like, okay. So then he wrote Lying in like a week or something. And he called me. So I've written something else. Do you want to do it? I was like, let me see it. And the character is this just really twisted, compulsive liar who's an artist and a mad woman. And, she's just a manipulator. And so I was like, I'll play that part. Who wouldn't want to?
So, given that it's here at the Directors' Fortnight at Cannes, and they're, obviously looking at distribution offers while they're here, or hoping to, and does it make it any more difficult to accept to do a film like that you don't know has a guaranteed release?
No, because you get points, and then if it does get a release, there's a payoff. So you're kind of like, it's a risk I'll take. It was only 3 weeks. It was upstate New York. I'd just been shooting prior to that in California for like 6 months, and I wanted to be back east so badly, and it couldn't have been a better environment. It was so New England, so beautiful, and like I said, it was only a 3-week shoot, and it was a great character, and I felt really loose, and like I thought of it kind of as an experiment. Like, I'm just going to go all out on this movie. I'm not going to hold anything back, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, oh well. I'm just going to experiment, and I did, and luckily now here we are in Cannes. It couldn't be better. Exactly. Hopefully someone will buy it for lots of money. Can I be that honest? Is that bad?
That's perfectly. Also, obviously working with Woody Allen fairly recently, and Jim Jarmusch as well, and then to be at Cannes, where it's really a hybrid of the big studios here promoting films that aren't even at Cannes, or some that are, and then the indie scene as well, and especially obviously the Directors' Fortnight being the kind of kingpin of that indie scene here at Cannes. What does that mean to you in terms of being here and what the festival means?
I was thinking before I came here, when I was reading about Da Vinci Code and Dreamgirls, I was like, I'm going to do a one-room crusade. Against these huge studio pictures, they have so much advertising, huge movie stars, they're going to get so much press and publicity. It's like, why do they have to come here and overshadow the little films that really need it, the films without the money to do the big, marketing campaigns and whatnot? Then the people are like, oh, Dreamgirls is in Cannes. I'm like, no, it's not. They showed 5 minutes of the movie. You know what I mean? It's like these little films like Lying and other films that, I think is what the festival was started for, and it should kind of hopefully find its way back to that.
And it was your first time working with Jenna Malone as well?
It was my first time, and Lily Sobieski is also in the film, and we have a great cast of women, so...
Great. Well, welcome to Cannes and have a fabulous time.
I was 10 years older than all the other girls, so when you watch it, just remember that.
It's hard to believe, but thank you and welcome to Cannes.
Okay,
Thanks
bye.